Welcome back, investigators, to Singularity Roleplay for our 13th episode of Breaking Neon, a gritty and dark noir investigation game with a twist for the City of Mist system. While those of us around the game table have our safety tools in place, it's important to know if any of the content here might be something you're not comfortable with. If at any point during the stream you become uncomfortable or you find the topics discussed to be too much, please take a step back, get some air, take some time to yourself, and hopefully we'll see you back here. Tonight's game has the following content that some may find disturbing: loss and love, emotional trauma, death, and a child who is comatose. Before we start, we're going to go ahead and go around the table, starting with our new player directly to my right.
That's me. Hi, everybody. I have a lot of different names. You'll hear me give a different one every single time. One of them is Tristissima. I also use a bunch of different pronouns. One of them is Fae, Femme, Fear. Um, yeah. Hi. I'm not sure if we're doing character intros
Yeah,
or what.
we'll do character intros as well.
I'm playing Sarazat, a Rift of Scheherazade, who is a dark fantasy author who has buried herself in the corruption of the upper class in an attempt to reveal it, and is currently trying not to drown in their corruption.
Very nice. Directly underneath them is Jock.
Hi, I'm Shock Boy. I'm coming back. Reprising my role as Amit Moreno, the lovable, always broke college grad who picked the wrong major, let's be honest here. And yeah, things have gone in several directions for this man over the course of this game. But I think he might actually be heading in a decently solid direction. He might actually finally lose the constantly broke part of his title.
Yeah, actually, that's pretty fair. Moving directly left is Janie.
Hi, I'm Janie. I forgot what I was doing, but I play Lola in this game. And I just exist and create chaos where I can. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that out loud. Just to play the game just like it's written.
And then directly down and across is Meg.
Hello, everybody. I am Meg, and tonight I'm bringing back, well, her real name is Renee Webb, but she is better known as Miss Penelope Hart, who is, well, I don't want to say a cab, and she is quote unquote the cop of the group. But a cab. Anyway.
ACAB includes gatekeepers.
ACAB includes gatekeepers. Yeah. I've been told that things are happening, and I don't know how to feel about it.
It's going to be a great time. As is usual with City of Mist, we begin with a monologue, and tonight that would be from Lola Prescott.
Hi. So, if you're getting this, that means it's time. Where do I start? You know me as Lola, Johnny's wife. I know, not exactly the traditional grieving widow, but I do miss him in my own way. You see, he taught me a lot. Did you know I actually tried to leave him? I tried a few times. The first the first time when I really had a plan, Lissa was a baby and I was just weeks along with Paul. You know, later that evening, when he was washing blood from his hands, John let me know how much he valued loyalty. Um, how much he valued people who actually were loyal. That is just. But anyway, we went by the hospital, and while we were there, I could see Tabitha moved on with her life, but I couldn't let her see me, not how I was then. And I learned how important loyalty was to Johnny. We would visit several times. I would see how other people have moved on, would see how important it was to him that people are loyal. You earn loyalty. Sometimes it takes blood to earn loyalty. He taught me what he did to those that betrayed him. He might have been a bastard, but he knew this business in and out. For years, I told myself Johnny was going to be the death of me. That one day he'd drop a rose on my grave and walk away with the next pretty young thing that he found. Instead, he died and left everything to me. He left me the thorns. Johnny, who I thought wanted me dead, he thought I earned it, that I could lead. So I spent, what, 3 weeks on that couch? I didn't know what the point was anymore. I thought it was for the best. That maybe I couldn't really hide what was going on with me that much longer. And Lissa's recital came. And that day when I saw you there, I wondered if you knew. You knew if my health was failing, what if you knew what was going on in my life. But today I realized I just don't care. The thorns are my family. I earned this. I earned the honor of leading the thorns. Johnny thought I earned it after everything that we went through. And he thought it should be mine. So I gave my life for this, and you are not going to take it from me. That's all.
I love Shock's face right now.
Okay.
Last we left off, our crew had gotten entwined in a very dangerous game. The cult, or the Order of the Silver Hand, have been playing with the lives of Rifts. Over the last few months, the crew has been getting involved everywhere between having to stop Rifts from being kidnapped to stopping a homicidal priest from getting revenge. And all in the name of God. At the end of our last case, there is actually going to be a bit of a retcon. The very ending, where everybody looks out to see the blinding flash of light, is actually going to happen after this case. So, it's been about 2 to 3 weeks for everybody. What's everybody up to?
Well, I was laying on the couch, but then I decided to make a video for someone.
That's totally fair. So before we have you elaborate on that, I'm actually going to go ahead and start with Sarah. Sarah, what's your day looking like? It is roughly 7 p.m. on a Friday night.
Oh, 7 p.m. on a Friday night, I probably have quite the full social calendar, whisking myself to see it's what season is it?
It is starting to fall into winter.
Oh, the holiday parties are starting. Oh, there's 6 tonight. Ooh, I hope I can make it to those last few. Probably at 7, primping and preening the last final touches on her outfit, um, which is just shy of appropriately short, as in it is just a bit shorter than is appropriate, just a bit lower cut than is appropriate. Um, her hair is done up in an elaborate updo, and she might be picking out jewelry at the moment, and muttering under herself plot points and dialogue for the next book that she's writing.
All right. You're greeted by let me see. You're greeted by another woman. You know her as Sophie Dennings. She's a socialite. Darling, I loved your last book. It was phenomenal. When are we going to see the next treatment?
I'm so happy you enjoyed it, and you did enjoy the character of Hagia, yes?
Oh, absolutely. I almost felt connected.
Well, I I try to write real, well-rounded people. Um, I believe I've had an idea, and I might have a treatment for you by the end of the week.
Oh, do tell. Do tell. Wait, hold on. How about you keep it a secret for now? I would love to see it when it's ready.
You will be the first to see it, Sophia, darling. Of course you will. Now, please tell me, should I wear the pink pearls or the black sapphires?
Oh, the pink ones. They bring out your eyes, darling.
Ah, thank you. I was always blessed with strangely pink eyes, wasn't I?
Yes. And looking at Sophie, she's wearing looks like a blackish dress with like a purple hue to it, and she's got a very thin, delicate waist chain that is giving off an aura of some kind.
Sophia, darling, this waist chain, and I will scandalously step forward to like touch the waist chain. Um, this waist chain, it's gorgeous. Where did you get it?
Oh, this thing, I've had it for a long time. It's it used to belong to my grandmother, but it looks beautiful with this dress.
It really does. I have a dress just like it. I must borrow, or just perfect for it, rather. I must borrow this waist chain sometime.
Yeah, we'll talk about it at a later date. But tonight, it's mine.
Of course, of course. Which parties are you going to tonight? I wonder if our calendars are lining up at all.
I think it's going to be this one, and then I have a meeting with private detective over some private matters.
A private detective. That sounds serious.
Oh, just trying to catch somebody in the act. Nothing too personal, or
In
nothing too.
flagrante delicto.
Yeah,
Well, that sounds juicy. Do tell, do tell.
maybe after a couple more drinks.
Naturally, dear, naturally. I've heard of a new cocktail. We
Oh,
must try it.
what is it?
Yes, Galliano and Campari in orange juice.
Oh, let's go get some of that. And she grabs your hand and starts leading you away. And as you start passing through the crowds, the camera shifts over to Amit.
Mm-hmm.
What's your night looking like?
Well, let's see. Ahmed had recently, after the last thing over the last few weeks, started up a new gig. Uh, Vincent's restaurant has been doing pretty well, but at the same token, well, Ahmed's decided to branch out a little bit. Let Vincent focus on that. Let him do his own thing. He's kind of started up a little bit of a self-defense mixed martial arts training course. Actually, teaching it.
Nice.
So, even though it's getting on the months, he's just wrapping up like another lesson, and he's heading back on home. It's probably like you said, late in the evening. He's just walking down the street, a bit bruised, bit battered. He's a bit of a hands-on teacher, if you couldn't guess.
Yeah. Bear actually comes to your class. He loves being able to do some sparring with you and learning from you.
Yeah. All right.
So you're walking back home?
Yeah. He's walking back home.
All right. As you're walking, you actually come across a TV talking about a concert that's supposed to be taking place tonight. It's from a local band called Arkham, who's become kind of a rising star in the city, and they are planning to play tonight what is supposed to be the most metal concert of the century. Uh, you can already see that the moon is out. It's got a sort of orangish hue, but supposedly tonight it's going to be blood red. And it's also supposed to be an apocalypse, an eclipse.
Huh. Interesting
Apocalypse.
about it.
Yeah,
So the concert's happening tonight.
correct.
So does have the slightest thought that, should add is maybe she'll want to go. Then again, I always have that rooftop dinner plan for the eclipse thing. I'll figure out something. Like, so he falls in the back of his mind, but he keeps on moving.
All right. As you keep walking past, a doorway opens and the camera changes over to Penny or Renee.
Penny, Renee, who knows?
Nobody's quite certain.
One and the same. Hannah Montana, but ACAP. Anyway.
Nice.
So I think in the earlier days of this time span, after having the conversation about the director and Tabitha's relationship with Tabitha, and getting the information that she did about the hint to go back to the cliffside by the docks, she does go back to the docks and the cliffside.
All right. As you're standing there, even looking beyond the mist, you don't see anything. It's clear. It's almost sad because it wasn't that long ago that there was a lot happening here. You do, however, see a pair of eyes staring directly at you from just down the street.
I think without wanting to get kind of a clearer image, she does approach.
As you start getting closer, your heart starts to beat a little bit faster. These eyes that are looking at you, they look just vibrant, almost deadly. But there is a sense of familiarity to them.
I think maybe caught up in that hope and that caught up in the familiarity and maybe that hope and some of that adrenaline, it picks up into a run.
The person in the darkness that is looking at you says, "Don't get any closer."
Is the voice familiar?
I mean, it does. It sounds very familiar.
She, at the request, she stops. And with her voice kind of shaking, she asks, "Phoebe, is that you?"
Yeah. Mom.
Sweetheart, where have you been?
It's a long story, but you can't get any closer.
What are you afraid of? I can help you.
It's not me who's afraid. It's everyone else. I have something to take care of. Then, and probably only then, will we be able to finally be a family.
What is it? What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to fix the past.
Fix it how?
She steps out of the shadow. You could see she's a little worse for wear, a little beaten up. She's got blood staining on her hands and her clothes. And she's holding what appears to be a knife. I'm getting every ounce of justice that I am owed. I need you to face danger -6.
Okay. Yikes. I don't even know what I would add to this.
Can you even succeed with that penalty?
You can. It is theoretical. Any number of tags that would give you protection against fear.
Against fear.
In the meantime, Amit, you get a text message from Jamal. It just says 911.
Oh no.
Oh god. So the immediate response is first I'm sending a message to crap, I'm blanking on her name.
Marcella?
Marcella. Thank you. Send a message to her saying, running late, something came up, blame Jamal. And then I'm changing direction, calling, and it's like, what's going on? Where do I need to be?
You just hear heavy breathing and just him cussing up a storm a little bit. Just, I fucking got jumped, man. Oh god.
All right, hold on. Just tell me where you are.
Just phone, and he hangs up, and you're now getting a live ping on where his phone is.
All right. So I'm going to stop caring about following the, courteous footpaths and just take the shortest route physically possible.
Okay. So Renee, you have tags to roll.
The only ones I can really feel like the only ones I feel like I can justify are anti-roof combat and hide the pain,
Okay.
which
Well,
puts me at a 5.
at a 5. Okay.
Yeah.
So the moment she steps closer to you, you feel an overwhelming sense of fear. You are just terrified of your child. And all you can do is stutter backwards and trip. I'm sorry, Mom. You're not going to stop this. Nobody can.
Phoebe, who did you go after?
I started going from the top, working my way down the list. It's not your fault, Mom. It's really not. As soon as I'm done, I'll give all this up. They told me they can help.
Who told you?
You hear a gunshot ring out, and you watch as Skylar drops to the floor real quick before skittering away into the darkness.
So, she's looking back to where the gunshot came from.
You see Minerva standing there with her basket full of yarn, as well as a pistol in her hand. Are you okay?
She's going to get back to her feet and look back to where Phoebe ran off and back to Minerva and shakily say, "Yes, I'm fine. I don't think she would have hurt me."
Everything is topsy-turvy. We've been hearing reports of fear spreading throughout the city, and I thought I tracked it down, but apparently this isn't all of it. Oh, God. You sure you're okay?
I'm fine.
I get that she is your daughter. We need to focus on the work first.
I understand the work comes first, but thus far, when I became a gatekeeper, the agreement was that when it came to my daughter, I would be kept informed and I would be the one to deal with the problem. And thus far, I have not been kept informed.
That's a problem with the director. A problem that I can help you with. I'm going to switch scenes really quick. Lola. There's a knock at your door.
I will answer it. Hello?
As soon as you open the door, you see the gatekeeper director. You know him as Dr. Absalom Zane. Miss Prescott, right?
Yes, how may I help you?
I'm actually looking for the rest of your friends. There's a bit of a situation that's come up. No, that's not true. I'd rather not get Noel involved in any of this. I heard about some secret council that you were just kicked off of.
Yes.
I believe you and I have a similar focus.
Were you involved in that?
No, that's the problem. We have not been allowed at that table since the very beginning. But I'm curious as to what actually goes on there. You want your gang back. I want knowledge. If I help bankroll this endeavor of yours, you will help me get what I need.
What's your advantages other than you getting what you need?
I'm looking for a specific individual, one who calls himself the arbitrator. You get me more information, and you leave it at that.
All right.
Perfect. I'll personally be helping you with this. Whatever you need.
How do I contact you?
He hands you a cell phone.
Lola will take it and add it to her bag, which is probably full of phones.
I know it's not high-tech and fancy, but it'll get you a direct line to me.
Sometimes you don't need high tech and fancy, especially for things like this.
Of course. We'll be speaking soon.
Yes, we will. And I won't get Noel involved as long as everything goes well.
Yeah. He just kind of rolls his eyes at the mention of Noel and walks away. Sarah.
Yes.
Sophie starts going into the details about her, cheating husband. She's got a PI that's currently on the case by the name of Wednesday, and she's going in to go talk to him about some other details that are supposed to be worked out for the case. Apparently, this might be his last case. It's unsure yet.
Surely, if he's meeting you at, what is it, 9 p.m., he's probably not well suited for this work, is he?
No, he's actually a very interesting fellow. Honestly, I feel kind of an attraction to him. Not a romantic one, but definitely a friendship.
What drives you to want to be friends with this filthy man?
Filthy's probably the last thing I would ever call him, but Mr. Wednesday has I don't know, a je ne sais quoi.
and a remarkably hard quality to capture in words,
Yes. Now, there's something else though. He's not the only one coming to this meeting.
Oh? Have
Yeah.
another drink.
Okay. And she reaches for the next drink, starts sipping on it. There's some big security firm guy, and I don't know, some mechanic. There's a few people that were invited to this meeting. He called it.
All about your husband.
From my understanding, yes.
Is your husband's wandering anatomy really that important enough to call for such a large council, dear?
Probably not so much. It's the assets that my husband holds. Large nightclub.
The vultures gather.
Mm.
Oh, that sounds so. If it sounds so frightening, do you have anybody going with you to support you?
Oh yes, I've got an old friend of mine, um, uh, Walter Frey. He's a good guy. I highly respect him for his work. He knows this security man. I know nothing about him. I don't deal with the low, you know.
That's why I was surprised you said you wanted to be friends with this Mr. Wednesday person.
It is interesting, yes, but I will admit Mr. Wednesday knows a lot and leads on to knowing more than he actually does.
Sounds like the kind of person I'd like to meet.
Maybe one day I'll get you to meet with him. He's a very interesting man, has a lot of different stories.
Oh, you know me, always looking for new stories to inspire my books with.
Mm. And after you finish that sentence, you hear screams outside.
Whip around. Can I see anything from? I'm assuming we're at the bar.
You guys are you're like on the 20th floor of some high scale bar in downtown. You also see a lot of lights, and you can hear some music playing in the distance. But you know that there's a concert going on tonight, and the cheers sound like they might be originating from there.
Ah, so not screams like fear, it screams like cheer.
It's almost impossible to tell because of just how loud they are.
Oh my, that must be that band I've been hearing has a concert, huh, Sophia?
Ugh, don't even get me started. I hate metal.
It's not so bad once you learn its ways. It's not dissimilar to a sonata or an orchestra, to be honest, just louder,
It just sounds
faster.
like people vomiting into a microphone. It's so disgusting.
The singing could use some pointers, I dare say.
Yes.
It does seem popular though.
Mm,
It's what, 3 blocks away and we can hear the screaming?
something like that. She looks down, like from the window. She looks down, says, "Wow, that is an awful lot of people hitting the streets."
Where are they going when we look?
It appears that there's just thousands of people spilling out from the stadium, and they're rushing in all directions.
It seems a bit early for the concert to be over.
It does. No matter. That's a problem for them. It's not for me.
Can I sort of clock the emotion of the crowd? I know they're far away.
Yeah, I'm gonna have you roll an investigate for this.
Okay. Let me pop on over to my character sheet real quick. Let's see. Would something like "if not me, then they'll kill you" count? That feels like a long shot. Would you?
Yeah, actually,
that?
I feel like that would work.
Okay. How about "that's my trick, Cap? I'm always afraid."
Yes.
And I think the last one I want to try is "implacable memory," which is my broad trait.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
So that's +3. I got an 8.
Okay. As you're looking down on them, you see that, and even from this high, you can see the terror on people's faces. Not just fear, but anger and distrust, paranoia, like every negative emotion that somebody can have. These people are having it almost simultaneously.
Are any of them running towards the building we're in?
Yes.
Sophia, I think we might want to find. Is there a safe room in this building?
Oh, I don't know. Wouldn't be my first time having to fight my way out of a room. And she unclasps the waist chain and wraps it around her hand in like one quick wrist flick.
Sophia, you have depths I had not imagined.
It's a long story, dear.
You must tell me someday.
I don't know if you'd believe me.
I'm a fantasy author, dear. You'd be surprised at what I can believe.
Okay, very quickly. My meeting with Wednesday is that of the fantastical. We're all beings with a sort of gift, a very particular gift.
Like magic.
Kind of. And you see that some of the people are now starting to climb up the side of the building.
As strange as what you're telling me is, that might be stranger. And I'll sort of
Yes.
move behind Sophia a little bit.
She lets loose some of the chain and whips it around her head before throwing it at the window. There's a loud crack before the window actually explodes outward. She says, I have a little bit of a relation to some Norse god.
Oh? Running through the names in my head, I think that would be enough of a clue to get Wednesday and Frey, but I personally aren't getting the reference in Sophia. Can I run my head through?
Um, Given the role that you have, I'll actually give this to you. Part of this is actually in her appearance. She's wearing a long black dress, but she is like damn near floor length golden hair.
That's Freya, right?
No, this is Sif.
Sif. Sorry. Dear audience, my specialty is in Rome and South, not so much North.
Yeah.
Um, oh, um, judging by your muscles, I'm going to guess Thor's wife.
I maybe. I have no clue. All I know is this thing is unbreakable, and I love beating people with it.
I'm going to stay near you if you don't mind, dear.
Oh, please, stay behind me. As the first person starts to enter through the window that she's just opened, you watch her reach back and throw it back out again, and this person just kind of explodes.
Do they usually do that?
Sometimes, a lot more times, it's a lot messier.
That is an intrigue. You said this waist chain belonged to your grandmother.
Also, kind of a lie.
We shall have to have more truth telling. Oh, over there, over there.
And once again, she's out. And instead of causing this one to explode, she's wrapped it around him and is now using it to dangle him from the ceiling.
Do you have any idea what's going on?
No clue, dear.
Right, so survival is the order of the day.
Yes, I think that is the highest order. And she kind of gives the chain a flick before dropping the guy on his head and starts running for the stairwell.
Following.
As you guys make it into the stairwell, I'm going to switch once again over to Amit.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, what kind of crazy scene do I run in on with
Jamal,
mm-hmm.
you find him in an alley. He is very clearly losing a lot of blood. It appears he's been stabbed about 18, 19 times in the stomach. How is the better question, as he is somewhere in a state of unconsciousness and trying to stay awake.
All right. Okay. What? Answers later. First date now.
Yeah.
All right. So, I'm probably wearing a jacket. I would use that to help staunch the blood and stop the bleeding. And with one hand pressing on as many of those wounds, keeping them under pressure as I can, I'm going to try and I'm going to guess he's already called 911 and is expecting something.
You see that his phone is still on. It's on the phone with somebody named Matsuo.
All right. So I'm just going to snatch the phone. All right. Matsuo, hang on. Hey, hello. Okay. You still there?
Hi.
All right. I'm here with Jamal. Gonna give you the exact location. Jamal's. Who do you got coming to get him?
Nuki and Juro.
All right. Do we have an ETA on him? He's kind of bad.
You hear a car just screeching into position, like as you say that.
All right, never mind, boss. We got him. They're here. We're gonna make sure he gets all right. Get some help. Thanks again. Remind me again where I can send something for you. But Jamal, stay with us. Stay with us.
He
Yeah.
seems to be reaching for something that's hanging out in the darkness.
I'm gonna let the duo that just showed up take him while I check what that is.
As you pull it out, you see that his sword is on the floor, still sheathed.
When you got jumped, you got jumped. But they didn't take the sword now. That's interesting. All right, so I'm gonna he's reaching out for it, and knowing Jamal in this entire situation, I'm gonna hand him his sword.
He takes it and just kind of like white knuckles it for a moment before he just completely passes out.
All right, hopefully that helps. Do anybody know what happened? Who did this?
You see Nuki come up. You've met Nuki a couple of times. She's a street racer. She's no clue. Never seen anybody ever get the jump on him.
Yeah, same here. Mm.
And then you start hearing screams in the distance.
All right. You take care of Jamal. I'm gonna go take care of this, and I'm gonna just turn on my heel and run straight for where that screaming's coming from.
All right. As you're heading out, you run into a man who's currently holding a child in his arms. He looks frantic and he's just hauling ass as fast as he can down the street before he almost runs into you.
All right, so I just probably sidestep him real quick, take a look at. All right, grab him by the arm, make sure he doesn't fall or trip or anything, and just like, what the fuck is going on?
I don't know, man. There's just like thousands of people pouring out of the stadium. It's a fucking shit show. Everybody's going nuts.
This isn't a Little Nas concert, is it?
It's a what?
Never mind. Never mind. Topical humor.
Oh, poor mouse. That now I get it. Nice.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, all right. Take care. Head that way. Should be fine. Let him go. And I'm gonna try and make my way through the crowd to try and figure out what the hell is going on.
You just hear him, thank you so much. And he just keeps running with this little girl. If do you look back at them or you keep going forward?
I'm gonna take a quick glance, see what's going on, make sure they get out safe.
He appears to be kind of hurt. Like you see that he's running with a slight limp. The kid's asleep.
That's weird. Concert can wait. This seems a bit more suspect. What kind of kid speaks to a rock concert?
You don't know if they were at a rock concert or not. You're like a good mile away from, or it's at least a couple of miles away from the concert hall or the amphitheater. Sorry.
Yeah, which makes it even more weird because he said he was running out of the concert.
That's true. Yeah.
So he has a sleeping kid, ran for at least a mile. I'm hearing screaming from at least a mile. And the kid's asleep. That does not that math is not mathing.
Fair enough. So you're going to follow him?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow him a bit.
All right. As you start to follow him, the scene changes over to Lola. Lola, you start to hear screams in the distance, and then your phone starts ringing.
Can I say who's calling?
It's Tabitha.
Yeah. Hello?
Sweetie, listen, there's an incident at the hospital. I'm not going to be able to make it to dinner tonight. I'm so sorry. Somebody was just kidnapped from the hospital.
What do you need from me? What can I do to help you?
I don't know. We're trying to find what happened to this little girl. She was literally taken out of the coma ward.
Who is she?
Her name's Agatha. She was in a car accident like 3-4 weeks ago. She's been in a coma ever since.
Okay. Do you know who her family is?
Say that one more time. You broke up there.
Do you know who her family is?
I would have to look that up. That's in the pediatrics ward, not emergency. I'm an emergency.
Okay, I'll see what I can find out. If you have any other information, like description or anything, just let me know.
Yeah, she's probably about 10. She's not very tall, brunette, curly hair, bright green eyes.
Okay, I'll keep in contact with you, and I'll see you later.
Yeah, I can try and find a picture and give it to you.
Yeah, if you could send me one, that'd be great. And I'm going to see if I can get anybody else to help me with this.
Okay. Just stay safe, okay?
I will. Lola will hang up, and I guess she's going to text team members the ones that kid has been kidnapped from the hospital, Agatha, and put the description.
Takes about a minute or so before you actually get a picture.
Okay, and I'll send them a picture too before I get a car ready.
Just out of curiosity, how close of a match is the kid in this guy's arms to this description and picture?
Damn near 100%.
I'm just going to send a quick text back. I have eyes on possible suspect. We'll keep you posted.
I'm sending another text back saying, in the car. And I don't think Lila knows where she's going, but she's going to just um
Look, I'm going to assume you know how to use a GPS, so I'm going to send you my
okay,
location from my phone.
okay, good idea. I will follow that instead of just driving aimlessly.
All right. Now with you inbound, Renee.
Yes,
So Minerva looks at you, says, you and I have some things to discuss about the director. There's things that I am not seating well with. And we need to address this as, an organization. But right now we have a bigger problem.
all right. Do tell.
We believe that the Order of the Silver Hand is making another move tonight.
Fantastic. What do you think it is?
Unfortunately, we don't know. But perhaps maybe there's something we can use. And as she says this, you hear screams in the distance.
I kind of imagine that they look towards where the screams are and they then look at each other, and Renee just asks, do you think that could have any inclination as to what their plan is?
My guess, yes. Listen, there's that old motorcycle that you had a couple weeks ago. Did you take that?
I did.
Use that, get to downtown as quickly as possible. I'll start rallying the troops.
On it.
Did you ride the bike over to the cliffside?
Yeah, I did. I'm the cool mom.
That's right. So you head towards downtown, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Cool. As you're hauling ass, we're going to switch back over to Sarah real quick. Sarah, Sophie is looking at all these stairs that you guys are going to have to climb down. She's like, oh, fuck, no. We are not doing this. And she takes one end of it and wraps it around your waist really quick.
Oh my, Sophie. It's so early in our relationship.
Oh, my dear, please. It's totally fine. You'll be okay. And she kind of lifts you up before chucking you over the edge and holding on to the thing and like gliding you down or guiding you down.
Okay. How are you gonna get down?
Take it off.
Take it off.
And you feel it sort of zip back up to her, and then she comes just rushing down, holding on to one end.
Thank you, but it occurs to me, didn't we get closer to the rampaging horde?
My dear, I have a very, very expensive car that goes very, very fast. I have a safe house. Let's go.
They seem to be just people driven wild with emotion.
And I would love nothing more than for someone else to deal with that, because that is not my problem.
Yes, your safe house is a good idea. Yes. Get in the car.
She starts, looking around the lobby to make sure that there isn't any of these people in there. You see a couple of security guards trying to barricade one of the doors, and there is actually on the opposite end of the building a doorway that is free of people. She starts pointing towards that.
Running in heels.
Just keep going. We'll be fine if we can make it outside.
Trying to see if there's any amount of the horde coming towards the door from either side, like if it'll be clear when we get there.
At the moment, it looks clear. Looks like they're trying to break in from two sides, not the last one.
Okay. Yeah, just looking it over there in heels.
All right. I'm gonna skip just ever so slightly for time. As you make it to the door, you see a motorcycle pull up. And Renee, if you want to explain your appearance real quick.
So, Renee, or I guess Penelope, because I don't think she has taken her hairpin out, is wearing probably close to a modest women's piece suit, with a shawl across her shoulders. Has long, kind of dark reddish brunette curls, and green eyes. Looks maybe in her 30s, some finer wrinkles starting to form. Yeah. She's riding a really cool motorcycle that's got the Flying Dutchman emblazoned on it.
You probably hear a little scream from Sarah as you drive up. She's wearing, like I described, a slightly scandalous on both sides dress in probably like a royal or sapphire blue. Her jewelry is pink pearls. Her eyes are not pink at all. She was completely lying to Sophia when she said that. They are a rich brown. Her hair is black and her skin is olive complected and slightly dark.
Sophie goes, wait. I know you. Mr. Wednesday spoke about you. As she's pointing over to Renee.
I'm flattered I'm flattered my name gets around, I suppose, but I don't believe I know you.
Sophie Dennings, darling, don't worry about me. I think maybe you should probably take Sarah out of here.
That would be me, Sarah Zott. You may have read my books. I publish under the name Spirazio Day.
Oh. I know that name. A pleasure to meet you, but if you're... I'm heading further in. I'm not going out.
Oh,
So if you're looking to write another novel and want to scoop, you can come with me.
It's a little off-brand, but I am quite curious. I'm no good in a fight, though, sadly.
oh, that's why you have me.
Then I guess we're coming along. And hops onto the back of the motorcycle.
I like this image. This is a great image.
Sarah, or Sophie looks at you and she says, "Wow, you have a very uncanny ability of picking up chicks."
It's always been a bit of a luck that I've had, I must say. And like also since Renee can't see her, she's also making a face to Sophie of like,
She, you see Sophie quickly wrap the thing around her again, and she's like, "I will follow right behind you. I just need to change it to something less expensive."
oh, that might be a good idea, but I don't think I have anything nearby.
I do in my car.
Oh,
I would suggest getting changed
So
before
confused.
you tear up your dress.
yes, yes, I should do that and hop back off the motorcycle and follow Sophia.
Um, there's already a Lambo parked right there where the valet should be, and she's like, "Stupid valet, can't even park it properly." Hits the button and the trunk pops open.
Go and investigate what's in the trunk.
There's a duffel bag, what appears to be a battle axe, some weights, and a shield.
Oh my, you really were prepared for this.
Uh, don't worry about it.
This battle axe actually resembles something in one of my books, don't you know?
Oh, interesting. Well, if you want to use it, be my guest. I believe that was actually Frey that gave me that.
Just sort of tentatively try to lift it, see if I even can.
Uh, probably not. This thing weighs a ton.
I don't think I can. I don't think it's for me, Sophia. That might be one for you.
She easily picks it up one-handed. Okay.
I was correct about that. Yes, that's for you. Yes.
And there's some workout clothes in the bag, darling. Feel free. She already pulled out a set for herself.
Yeah, pull out a set and just immediately start changing in the middle of the street.
No apocalypse going on around you. Nobody's caring.
Yeah.
All right.
Right. So let's go then, I guess.
All right. So with the three of you, or the three of you heading further in town or towards the screams.
I've been told to investigate. That is where I'm going.
All right. All right. Well, as you start leaving away with Sarah, who I'm assuming you got back on the bike to ride in,
100%.
a couple of blocks in, you're met with just thousands of people blockading the street.
Like when they block, are they like building like a a blockade? Are they like linking arms? Are they just filling the street?
They're filling the street. There's people crawling over each other. There's a loud groan and scream echoing through the alleyways and such, as they're actually like starting to fill into some of these buildings as well as push forward.
Hardly seems like there's this many people in the city. If this is typical of the streets right now.
And with that, I'm actually going to switch scenes again.
Away we go.
Oh, okay. So back over to Amit.
Mm-hmm.
You start running and follow, or you, how do you follow this guy? Are you like staying to the rooftops, staying on the ground level?
Look, we all know I'm part cat. Of course, I'm staying to the rooftops.
All right, I just wanted to make sure. I need you to roll me a sneak around check.
All right, one sneak around. Let's go ahead and pop on the usual assortment. Uncanny parkour, unpredictable moves, and let's go with perfect sense of direction if I can get those three. And with that, that is an 8 total.
Okay. As you're traveling over the rooftops, you see this guy is now met with one other person. They look up, and it takes you a moment to dive out of the way to not be seen. However, something you're carrying on your person has fallen off of you. That's your cell phone. So you don't quite notice that it's gone yet.
All right. But I remain undetected is the major point here.
Yeah. And it appears that they're going over to a motel.
I'm assuming my phone is on. I'm assuming that the geo tracker is still broadcasting to Lola, so I'm not going to try and check my phone. I'm just going to try to sneak into the motel and see what's going on here, because this is the level of suspicion is going up at a alarming rate.
All right. Lola, you notice that the geo tracker for Amit has stopped. Did you leave your place in one of the cars?
Yes.
Okay. So you notice that it's stopped. And it's actually not that far away from where you are now.
Okay. I am going to get out. Well, I'm gonna go as far as close as I can and then get out to see what's going on.
Okay. When you get out at where the location is, you find a broken cell phone.
Do I recognize it?
Yeah, it's Amit's.
Okay, I'm going to pick it up and put it in my bag with all the rest of my phone. I probably have like 5 in there right now.
Just a collection of phones.
I'm just going to sigh, and I'm going to try to figure out which direction that I could have gone.
Okay. Roll me an investigate, please.
Okay. I guess I can add on. I'm feeling lucky. I'm just trying to figure out what tags I could add to this. That's the only one I think would apply to this.
So feeling lucky, and I think overcome with guilt will actually work in this case.
Okay. So that would be 4 dice.
4 dice?
No, I'm sorry, I'm thinking wrong.
2 tags, so +2.
I sorry.
Wrong system.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, I have dice. I was just playing with them. Here they are. They were right in front of me. Okay. So 5 plus 2, that's only 7.
Okay, still successful though.
Okay.
You get to ask 2 questions. You notice that there is a shadow over one of the rooftops, and you see it start climbing down. So go ahead and ask 2 questions.
Um, so I can see which direction where the shadow
Mhm.
is. So see, can I get there in time?
You can if you run.
And do I see any sign of the child?
No, you do not.
Okay. So then I'm going to run that way. I gotta take my heels off apparently to run because
As you're running, you actually run into Amit. Like full force run into him.
Hi, Lola.
hi, you lost your phone.
Well, that's burden number 18 this month. Yeah, I'll be fine. I got another 3 at home. All right.
I'm gonna like hand his phone to him.
All right. Thank you.
It's completely jacked up.
So yeah, it's practically a trained response at this point. He just pops it open, takes off the SIM card and memory card, throws the rest, and just pocket those 2 things.
Do you need a ride? Where are we going?
He just points to the motel. They went in there.
And then let's just start walking in that direction.
All right. So yeah, we are moving at speed, I'm imagining.
Yeah. So as you're walking into this parking lot, you see probably 2 people standing out front of an apartment or like one of the rooms, and you see a guy like poke his head out looking very paranoid about it.
Is that the guy?
Yeah, I believe that is the guy I ran into, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he nods.
So what's the plan? Are you gonna climb up there or should we try the door? Or do you want to split up?
Let them go in, close it. We're gonna rush the door in a second. Let them get a sense of security, then we're gonna break it down and go in.
Okay.
All right. So there are still 2 people standing in front of this door, almost keeping watch.
All right. Well, there's me and Lola. Is anybody else coming?
Is that a question for me or a question for
Question for
Lola?
Lola.
I texted everyone out and Little will get her phone out and text everyone again, asking where they are. And if there's no answer, then she's like, they're not coming.
All right. All right. Well, how seedy of a motel is this looking like?
Actually, you guys have been here before. This is the Maudlin Luxury Motel that you had, or that you guys had come to investigate when Angela was still doing her thing.
Okay. Well, we're gonna need to get close, and we're gonna surprise them. So, with that said, I'm just gonna hold out his arm like he's going to escort Lola. If you would, we can use this to get close without raising suspicion.
Certainly.
All right.
The owner of the motel like watches as you guys or the night manager passes as you guys are passing by. Goes, "Hey, wait a second! I know you guys. Don't get the hell out of here! Every time I see you people, you guys cause trouble."
All right. So he's just going to politely, with the most customer service of a smile, turn to the night manager. Is like, we suspect that somebody has kidnapped a child and is staying in your hotel. If you want that trouble or our trouble, the choice is yours.
Ah, Jesus! Every single time. Why is it that there's trouble always finding me? You know what? Have fun. I'm gonna go inside and just pretend like none of this is happening.
That's probably for the best. I will be back tomorrow to fix any damages. And yeah, back to the original plan, sneaking up, acting like a couple having a nice night out, returning to the motel room to get closer to the room in question.
The two people that are standing there are they just happen to be looking around, not really posturing or anything. One of them's smoking a cigarette. Um, but you also notice that one of them is wearing body armor.
Mm-hmm. So, as soon as we get within like arm's reach, if they don't stop us, like we're at the way I'm imagining it, we're acting like we're a couple just going to our hotel room on the other end of the hall. And as we're getting close, as soon as we get into arm's reach, if they don't stop us, I'm going to surprise one and hope Lola does for the other so we can quickly take them out quietly.
Yeah.
All right.
Ilola's kind of acting happy. Maybe she had a little bit too much to drink.
All right. I'm going to have you guys roll me a convince real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Would I be able to add activities to that for doing this or no?
Which one?
Criminal activities.
Mm, you'll have to justify that one. That one's a little iffy.
No, I was just well, I know feeling lucky. Um
Well, while she's figuring out her tags, I'm thinking good listener and professional courtesy. If I can swing those two.
Yep.
All right. All right. Well, that's halfway decent. I got an 8 again.
oh wow. Lucky. Well, I have at least one thing to add. 7.
Okay. So you're convincing enough. I'm going to go over the results of that after break here. We're going to take a quick break and then we'll get back into the action. And we're back. As we come back, I am grateful that we did not have another fail cold cut, but I also do miss the fail cold cuts because those are fun. Last we left off, we had Lola and Amit getting into a little bit of a scuffle, or they're about to, anyways, as they convince that they're supposed to be there. The two that you guys are trying to convince that you're supposed to be there are like, they're kind of buying it. What do you guys want to do?
My intended goal is to take them out quietly, quickly, and barge into that room. So I'm gonna try and throat punch one of them.
Nice. Hit with all you got. You do have the element of surprise here, so I'm going to give you guys a +1, but that's going to be one of you can only use that. So you have to decide amongst yourself who's using it.
I mean, I have MMA instructor and unpredictable moves from me. Don't know what you have for you, Lola.
I was going to take the necklace and make it into a club, I guess, and just club the guy in the head. So that would be transform into any weapon and tool. Feeling lucky, and I don't know if inconspicuous and necklace form would work for that or not.
Yeah, it will definitely work.
So I'll take the +1 for, so we both have a +3.
All right.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
I got a 7 again.
Okay, 7 for you. What'd you get?
Before Knox smacked it away, I got a 9.
All right.
Vetoed
So
for the cat.
yeah, your cat was not having that. So you both smash these guys over the heads, dealing a tier 3 status to them, but it's going to be enough to knock them out. They're not very strong.
Mhm.
And you actually hear the door open real quick, and the guy pops his head out and goes, "Did you just club Seal over the head?" Baby Seal.
He'll be okay.
I had to. I'm sorry. I had to yes and that one.
He's fine. It's just the plush one.
And this is not the door we're trying to get in that poked his head out, right?
That is actually the door you're trying to get in.
So yeah, I'm just gonna quickly just put my hand there to keep it open. So, hi, friend, buddy, pal. We have some questions.
He tries to close the door, but clearly you've got it propped. One of the guy that Seal was standing there with actually like reaches up and cuts the back of your leg as well as the back of Lola's leg with a knife. Each of you are taking cut 1.
Don't appreciate this.
Fairly.
It's not like a deep gash, but he definitely nicked you guys.
Do a few in a second. So, just ignoring that last little act of defiance, I'm gonna push my way into this motel room.
As you shove your way in, do you like legitimately shove the door open, or what's your entry look? All right. So you knock the guy over, he's on his ass, and you hear the sound of a shotgun cocking as the woman in the corner's holding the gun up, pointing right at you. Don't you come any closer.
Well, this is not the first time I've been at gunpoint, so I hope you're a very good shot.
Not that I have
Or
to be
you
at
could
this
have-
range. I'm a fucking surgeon with this thing.
uh,
You're
I'm
welcome.
pretty sure that very thought was what the last guy who held a shotgun in my face said.
I'm warning you, do not get any closer. We don't want to hurt you. We don't want to hurt her. Just leave.
See, how this is going to go depends on how you answer my following questions. If I don't like what I hear, then we might have a problem. First off, what the fuck?
I mean, how am I supposed to answer that? That's not a question, that's a statement.
All right, let me elaborate. What the fuck were you thinking stealing a comatose kid?
You don't understand what she is. The city doesn't understand what they are. We know the truth.
The truth? All right, I'm curious. What is this grand truth of yours?
It's the dreams. That you don't. You've never had them. They're fucking night terrors. The things that this girl is capable of.
You think a kid who has been in a coma, which I would like to remind you, you usually don't dream during a coma, is responsible for your night terrors.
The guy gets up, starts walking over to you. Listen, I know it's crazy, but she's right. All right, eh? This little girl's fucking crazy, eh? And if we let her stay asleep, the city's safe.
And
Just
you decided to take her away from medical professionals. Why?
just please, I'm not going to hurt you. We don't want to hurt you. Just follow me.
Just so you know, we have more people coming. This isn't just us.
I know, just please.
One shot. And I follow him.
And he reaches for your hand and has you put your hand on her forehead.
There's some rift bullshit going on here. But
I need you to face danger. This will be -3.
I'm guessing again.
Against emotional status, specifically madness.
Can I argue philosophy and professional courtesy?
Mm. Let's see here. Yeah, I will allow those.
Okay, so a -1 is better than a -3. What is with me and rolling dice off my desk today?
Gotta get you a dice tray.
That would be a very good Christmas gift.
Mm.
Let's see. So that is a 9 on the die, so that's an 8.
Okay. For a brief moment, you don't see anything. You're just like, oh, got a hand on this little girl's head. What the fuck? And then it hits you. You see the moon ahead, or the moon above, and the sky is just blood red. The entire city is in chaos. Parts of the city are on fire. You hear screams, and then you see a pair of giant green eyes. And the first words you hear almost make you feel like you're deaf as you hear Cthulhu. You are taking a tier 2 status of paranoid.
Okay, all right. The fuck? All right, wait. Oh, okay. Hang on. Give me a second. I would like to reiterate my first question. What the fuck?
That's what I said. All right. This is what we've been dealing with. All right. It wasn't like some sort of fucking cosmic mistake. This little girl got into a car accident and then we woke up. And ever since then, man, it's fucking dreams. It's just been driving me insane. And then we had some guys, the Crimson Hand or some stupid shit like that. They're like,
The Silver Hand?
yeah. They told us that if we wanted to be the heroes, we had to take this little girl. If she wakes up, she's going to unleash a fucking evil that this world has never seen.
For the love of Lola, give me my phone.
Well, hand you wasn't your phone broken?
Give me a phone.
Little hand you a phone.
Thank you. And by memory, I'm just dialing the last number I know for Renee.
Hmm.
Pick up.
Renee, your phone's going off.
At this point, I've gotten multiple texts, and now my phone is going off. So I'm in the middle of a mob. I guess I am answering my phone.
Hey, my favorite, my favorite cop. How are you doing? What you up to?
I'm in the middle of a mob.
Yeah, I'm dealing with trying to keep an apocalypse from happening. I think mine trumps yours.
Why?
I hate to say it, but we kind of need somebody with sealing tech. Now.
What's going on?
Yeah, I found a little girl who's the rift of one of the worst possible things in existence, and I don't want to deal with this. So I feel this is the least of the many evils we have a choice from. So if you could, I would greatly appreciate if you could send a sealing team to my location, or come yourself. I don't care which.
You hear outside some screams that end up all in a chorus of people just screaming, Aya, Aya, Cthulhu, Fatagan, Aya, Aya, Cthulhu, Fatagan.
Please hurry. I do not want to put down a fledgling cult today.
The scene shifts over to Renee and to Renee and Sarah. Renee, Sarah, what are you guys doing? There's a mob ahead of you. These guys are still moving fairly hard as you're on the phone.
To your right, to your right, to your right, to your right.
Maneuvering as best I can with this motorcycle and on the phone at the same time. I like to think I actually have a Bluetooth on. I'm gonna make it really simple. I have a Bluetooth on.
Yeah. Remember, kids, don't talk on the phone while driving.
Don't talk on the phone and drive, kids. We are professionals. Are you absolutely certain that you are dealing with the source?
I have the mental image of tentacles and far too many eyes stored in my head for me not to be dealing with this horse.
Do you really need to be on the phone right now? There's a bunch of people attacking us.
You see Sophie is already like in the middle of them, just swinging wildly.
I should have stayed with Sophia.
Also, I have a whole hotel full of people starting to chant. I really think we're at the source.
It's almost kind of snap back at Sarah and said, in order to do my job, yes, I do need to be on the phone. And reply to Ahmed, um, send me your location. And to and hang up and to Sarah and say, there's a change of plans. I have to leave. You can stay here with Sophia if you like, or you can come with me.
You said something about a source?
What's potentially causing all of this?
If I'm trying to get ideas for a story, I should probably find out what that is.
And you're sticking with me.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yes, I want to find out what that is so I can write it into a book.
All right. I'm gonna call over to Sophia and say, we're taking our leave. Are you all right here?
She turns to you. She's just covered in blood and just big old grin on her face. She's like, "I'm fine."
There'll be officers here to help soon.
Officers. So I shouldn't be killing them.
I would appreciate you not killing as many as you can.
Fine. She turns the axe to the blunt end, just starts bashing instead.
Always fun dealing with the bloodthirsty ones. Under her breath, and kind of spins the bike on its head and tells Sarah to hold on tight. And we're
Squeezing that waist.
squeezing that waist, and I guess we are heading to the hotel.
All right, I'm gonna need you to roll me a take the risk.
Huzzah.
I thought it was bad that one time the oil magnate invited me to the private party on the yacht. This is making much stranger friends now.
Promise it'll get even stranger if you stick around. Let's see. You said take the risk?
Correct.
I think maybe natural camo, maybe?
Okay. You know, you also have the tags from the motorcycle.
Oh yeah, I do have those tags. Hold on. I have a cool ass motorcycle. Let me find my.
Yeah, because you decided to be the cool mom.
I'm the cool mom, and I have a cool ass motorcycle.
By the way, which weakness tag did you take for that motorcycle?
Oh shit. Probably shirking the duties of the locker.
Okay.
Um. Cut through the waves. Maybe navigate the abyss.
Yep. Okay. So roll +3 for me.
That's a total of 12.
Damn. All right.
I'm gonna roll like shit for the rest of the day.
If only it was dynamite.
So Sarah, you watch as you guys start driving. You and Renee and the bike all go ethereal as you're passing through people before making it out of the major throng of people.
This is new.
There's a little bit of a mad
Does
laugh.
Does it always do this?
Only when it needs to.
Renee, you're going to need to mark a fade on one of your mist themes.
That shit.
Yeah, you got a cursed item.
That's true. I did. I truly did.
How's that working for you, Amit?
It's fine.
It's fine. We're fine.
I looked up cursed on Urban Dictionary once and it read fun.
Oh, this is going to be great. We got a group with 2 cursed items. It's going to be awesome. All right. So while you guys are hauling ass down there, cutting through the waves of people, Lola, are you inside the motel now, or are you still standing outside?
I'm inside.
Okay. The man, he looks back at you and just slams the door and throws the bolt on there. Says, we have to hold them off. If they take her, this is over. They'll wake her up. We need to find a way to keep her asleep.
We have some people coming to help us.
Yeah, and I just called the right people to handle this. They'll have somebody to take care of this the right way, not the crazy fanatics that you were working with just a second ago.
The crazy fanatic. Are you talking about the gatekeepers? Are they the crazy fanatics? Because that's what we were told.
No, you were working with the Silver Hand. That's the crazy fanatic branch of the gatekeepers. The gatekeepers cut off.
I have no idea what's going on, man.
We know.
Exactly what were you planning on doing other than holding up people?
We were, as soon as we got here, we were going to hold up for a little bit and then make our way out of town.
And how is that going to help in the long run?
If we get her as far away from the source.
What do you mean? Wait, back this up. I thought she was the source.
No, we were told that she, like, if her parents wake her up, because her parents are supposedly able to wake her up, they wake her up, the world's gonna end.
She's been in this coma for 3 weeks or so.
Something like that, yeah.
And what do you know about her parents?
Father's some sort of rock star.
And mother?
I don't know anything about her.
Do you know her name?
Lorena.
Okay.
His name's Seth. That's what they told us.
I'm going to assume that the phone Lola gave me has internet.
Yes, it
I'm
does.
going to just look up the name of the lead singer of that band that's currently playing.
So you look up Arkham. You see that Lorena and Seth McGann are the lead singer and guitarist for the band.
Right.
So you don't think this child's parents are looking for her right now?
I'm sure they are, and that's why there's so many fucking zombies around this place, or whatever the hell they are. If we can just get her out of town, the Silver Hand said that they'll take care of the rest.
And why did the Silver Hand choose the two of you to help with it?
They said that we were special because we woke up at the same time. We could see the chaos, and that they'll free us from it. That we'll stop having these nightmares. Like, it's been 2 weeks. I haven't slept in 2 goddamn weeks.
Oh, look, I understand. I understand. And as soon as this is all over, you'll be able to sleep for as long as you would like. But right now, you're right. We have to hold up, wait for reinforcements to come, and actually handle this the right way. I don't know what the Silver Hand was going to do with the kid after if you got her out of town. I don't trust them further than I can throw them.
We had no reason not to trust them.
Right. I know you did it.
Away.
Okay. How many shotgun shells you got?
Hold on. Sylvia looks in her bag and starts just dumping out a whole backpack full of shotgun shells.
Is that how you store them? Sorry.
Is this not how you're supposed to? We
No.
had to break into a gun store to get this stuff. And
Get
it's
them in
not
the
just
boxes?
shotgun shells, by the way. There's like 10 boxes of shotgun shells and like a ton of 9mm.
Did you also grab a pistol go with the 9mm?
Hector pulls out the 9mm.
Okay. All right.
Do you know actually how to shoot them?
Sylvia's, yeah, well, I know how to do the shotgun. I've never actually worked pistol before. And Hector, I've never fired a gun in my life.
Give me that pistol.
He gives it to you.
Thank you. I'm not getting shot in the back by accident today.
I'm just gonna. I don't like the way you just threw the shell on the floor. Lola's just gonna try to kind of.
Oh no, she dumped him into the bed.
Oh, okay, into the bed. That's not much better.
Look, it's the whole thing of two people who actually know about gun safety seeing this and just having a meltdown. All right, I'm gonna take a peek out the window, see if we can at least have a idea of an escape route if needed. And at some point, I also say, wait, no, they already have my. I think they already have my location, so they're all the way. But just be on the safe side. Yeah, I'm verbally stating that I have sent the location to Renee.
Okay.
Let me just transfer that phone over to you, Amit. And Lola will take a second, and I don't know how she do it, but it's not her name anymore.
Nice.
This is why I took the SIM card. It's usually that simple.
Yeah, you can pop the So it's your phone now. You have an iPhone, whatever.
So while you guys are doing this, Sarah, your phone goes off.
Oh, okay. Dig around in my purse for it one-handed. Does it say who?
It's your publicist.
I can't talk right now.
What the hell's that noise? It's so loud. Are you like in a car?
Something like that. I can't talk right now.
I was wondering what the hell happened. Everything kind of went wild here and then you disappeared. I was trying to make sure you're still alive.
I am, and I think I'm not sure how we just moved through that person. Anyway, I think I'm still alive. I'll tell you about it later. I'm getting ideas from the new book.
Okay. Because yeah, things are kind of going nuts over here. There's the sky is turning red.
So it is. I thought somebody had slipped something into my drink.
No, but there's something going on at the stadium, right? They're like it's going insane over there. We're
I
hearing
saw.
like screams and shit.
I saw that. Are you safe?
Right now, yeah, I'm on the roof.
Yeah, I've watched them climb the outside of a building. You might want to get somewhere safer.
Oh hell no! And he's just opens the door and starts running. He's I'll talk to you later.
Just hang up.
So on this motorcycle, you guys are traveling like good 150 miles an hour. It's impossible speeds, but it almost feels like you're only doing like 50 or 60.
Did I get your name? I don't know if I got your name.
Most people just call me Penny.
Nice to meet you, Penny. Name's Sarah.
Nice to meet you, Sarah.
You're a good driver.
Thank you. I used to ride motorcycles when I was younger.
Were they like this?
You mean like a ghost motorcycle? No.
Okay. Okay. So this is new for you two then.
It is very new.
At least I'm not alone in the newness. So Sophia said something about connection to gods. Are you like a Rhiannon or something? Epona maybe?
I'm not as glamorous as a god, dear. In fact,
Well, it can be. Go ahead. Sorry.
in fact, mine is more of to spite a god.
I don't understand.
You seem very new to all of this.
Yes. Yes, I think I am.
So to make it very simple, no, it doesn't have to be a god. It can be a concept, it can be an entity, it can be as simple as, well, not as simple as, it can be just a being with power or a story.
So you're like what, the incarnation of the cool mom?
No.
You're a sparkling conversationalist, dear.
I'm not supposed to talk about what I am.
That's a story I know well. Been told that many times by many people.
If you stick around, maybe I'll be able to share it someday.
I think I'd look forward to that.
Imagine with not much time at all, we end up outside this motel.
Yes, and you actually see probably about 2 or 3 dozen people starting to push their way towards the motel itself. It's like the zombie shuffle, right?
Mm.
So all of that, they're slowly sauntering their way over.
We're gonna navigate. Well, we're gonna make our way around as much as we can to get a gauge of the situation. How many are actually like up on the door near?
They're still probably a good 30 to 40 feet away from the door. And you've got the 2 guys outside starting to come to.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna get on the phone and do a return call to that number. Back to Amit.
Hi, Penny. Where are you?
Outside. You have some visitors.
Yeah, they're a bit on the persistent side, and we're stuck with 2 gun novices.
How many are in the room? I see 2 outside.
Uh, there's grand total 5. Lola, myself, the 2 idiots, and the kid.
Hector looks at you. Hey, what the fuck, man?
You work with the Silver Hand. You're an idiot until proven otherwise.
The Silver Hand? You couldn't think to mention that earlier?
The idiots I'm referring to were dragged into this mess. The Silver Hand got to them first. They're not directly associated.
Nuada?
She just kind of pinches the bridge of her nose and says, okay.
All right. How bad does it look out there? All we see is a mass of bodies where we're at.
2, maybe 3 dozen. They're all making their way towards you.
Great. ETA on that ceiling team?
I can call them in here. A lot of them are making their way towards the stadium. I can call them in here too. I thought we were dealing with the source here, but it's starting to seem like maybe that's not the case.
Yeah, last we spoke, I got a bit of an update. So, Kid's the daughter of the Arkham group that's playing right now, and I think they're the masterminds behind this entire endeavor. Yeah, I honestly don't know what to tell you. So, what are we doing? Are we trying to lure them away, trying to fight our way through? What's the plan?
Right now, I'm working off very little information. Right, the main thing we need is crowd control. Because the second that those 2 boys up there get overwhelmed, which would take less than 10 people, that door's getting broken into. And not that I doubt yours are. You have an idea?
Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to. Yes, they're just people after all, just scared people. I wonder if I could calm them with a story.
Who is?
An author that I happen to pick up.
All right. So if I heard what she said correctly, I think they're a bit more than just scared people. They're more like fanatic cultists. I don't think a story's gonna calm them down.
At this point, speaker is on so that Sarah can also hear the conversation.
I saw them when they first came out of the stadium, and they just looked scared, panicked, desperate. It's. Do you have a better idea?
Um, I wouldn't quite call it better, but if they can't walk, they ain't that much of a threat.
There's a lot of them.
All right, Miss Arthur, how caught up in this entire situation are you?
I'm very confused.
All right.
And the name's Sarah, but I write as Sir Asiode.
Oh, I think I've read one of your books. Neat. So Sarah, I'm Ahmet. You've already met Penny. Lola's here with us as well. So hi, we're all friends now.
Nice to meet you, Amit. Lola. Already said nice to meet you, Penny.
Well, you're on the phone, right?
Yeah. I've
Hello.
at this point switched it over to speaker
Yeah.
so everybody is on all right and also in the loop. All right, so I'm gonna give her the short of it. I'm guessing at the very least Penny's covered the basics, but we might have a person connected to effing Cthulhu in here.
Well, can we cut the signal?
What was
Oh,
that,
I
Lola?
didn't hear what you.
Can we
Yeah, I
cut
didn't
the?
hear what you.
Is there a way to cut the signal?
You mean seal her?
Yeah.
If I can get
So,
in there, I can do it.
so we need to get you in here.
But if she's not the source of these fanatics, then I can't stop that.
All right, okay. I think her parents might be the source of the fanatics, but she's the source of the apocalypse if she wakes up.
And they're coming here, so she's letting off some sort of signal to them. There's something about her that's drawing them in. That's what I mean. We have to. These walls are not concealing her, obviously. So we need another way.
You said you could do that, right, Penny? Sealing?
Yes.
But they need to get in here. And there's a lot of people out there that also want to get in.
Maybe I can calm them. Give you a shot.
With a story.
Stories are powerful.
If you have a means to distract them, by all means, I encourage you to try it.
So Sarah's going to turn around and walk towards the crowd, raise her voice, and start telling a story. Probably at this point, just a bedtime story of some sort. Something that's very light, childish, calming, comfy. very much like those kids books you read that are about going to sleep to get a kid to go to sleep, that kind of a thing.
Wait, do you happen to know Go the Fuck to Sleep by Adam Mansbach?
I mean, there's always go the fuck to sleep. No, she's actually not doing that. She's probably telling a myth of like Morpheus or something, but in that style.
Okay.
Yeah, talking about Morpheus and all of his relatives, Thanatos and all that, the goats of Thorn, the goats of Ivory, etc.
Okay.
Good.
I'm gonna have you roll a hit with all you've got.
Okay. I would like to add storytelling.
Okay.
I would like to mark attention for Bastion because I would also like to subtract talking to a brick wall, which seems to me
Yeah.
applicable here.
Yeah, that fits perfectly.
Could I add, if not me, then they'll kill you?
Yeah, that seems to fit.
Okay. And since I'm pulling up like myths and whatnot, could I pull in just for the story mill?
Yeah.
All right. So plus, and then 3 is the maximum, right? If I recall correctly.
I allow up to +6, but that's got to be in like very specific circumstances, like that tier 6 that I had earlier.
Yeah.
The brutality.
Right, so it was a brutality. I've got a +2 in total, and that comes out to an 8.
Okay. So you are able to deal them a status of 2. What do you like to call this? And then you also get to choose 1 off of the hit with all you've got list.
Yes, I need to get back to that page. I think I want to give them the status. Why don't we just go with it? The status sleepy.
Okay. And then what do you want to do for your 1 choice?
I'm looking it over. I think she's going to hold the target's attention because that's going to increase the ability for Renee to get in.
Okay.
So they're all like staring. Good.
Yeah. So as you're telling this story, you can actually watch as some of them start to fall over. A bunch of them start yawning, and it seems to be working. One of them actually like turns in your direction, and you can see like bloody tears streaming down his face as he starts charging at you, and ends up cold cocking you across the face, giving you a tier 2 status of bruised.
Okay.
However, you do manage to get everybody here with your attack.
The cold cock sends me to the ground, and there's like a moment of the story faltering, and then just and then Pasiphae went down into the underworld and like lift myself up and just pick up the story right back.
Nice. The tenacity, I love it. So now that you have this group enthralled by your story, Penny, Renee, whatever, what are we doing?
I think seeing Sarah get hit, going to call over and ask if she's okay. She needs help.
Sarah is still telling the story and is just going to wave towards the door to like communicate to go. Even as the blood from her mouth stains the top of her dress, the straps of her dress.
be very hesitant because isn't sure about that, but if we're gonna try to get the situation under control as quickly as possible, she's gonna take that route and weave through the crowd and make her way to the door.
When you get to the door, you see the two guys that were up front are now hiding behind one of the cars, getting rifles ready.
Knock on that door that they were in front of, that I'm guessing she's gonna guess was the one that everybody's inside.
Hey, you here with these guys? The guy and the lady that went in?
Yeah.
Oh, get. Hey, Hector, open the door. So, Amit or Lola, do you guys want to answer, or do you want to have Hector do it?
Oh no, I'm answering that door.
All right.
Thanks. And I'll be damned, that actually worked. I'm rather surprised.
Yes, but let's get this done quickly because I'm not certain that that'll go completely unscathed.
Right. So I step out of the way, let her in, and just look at the two guys still outside who are getting rifles ready. You guys sure you're still okay? We kind of did knock you pretty hard, and you kind of held on them off for a while.
One of them says, "Yeah, just a bit of a headache," and the other one is very clearly frightened. He's shivering, can't keep the gun steady.
Right. Good luck. Stay safe. I'm not going to tell you how to do your job. And I just slammed the door shut.
Hector looks at you. It's like, these guys also had some like terrible nightmares, just like us. That we all just kind of came together like that.
All right. Well, okay. This is fine.
I don't think this is fine, man. We're gonna fucking die.
No,
Well,
we're not.
Penny is gonna make her way over to the bed where the kid is and look her over.
So the little girl, her name's Agatha. Sylvia mentions this. Agatha is in, for the most part, perfect health, aside from being comatose.
She's gonna take a seat on the edge of the bed and roll her sleeve up, and around her wrist is a sewing bracer. And she's gonna pick a couple of needles out of it and say, it'll just take a couple of minutes.
Guys, what is she doing?
don't worry about it.
No. We need to worry about this because they told us that her and her people are the reason all of this is happening.
They lied to you like nobody's business.
Jesus. I don't even know what's real anymore, man.
Oh, trust me.
You.
It doesn't get much better.
Who was that speaking? Was it Hector or Sylvia?
There's Hector.
She's gonna look over at Hector and say, "You're the one who was talking about the Silver Hand."
Yeah.
The Silver Hand is a radical group. They use people like you, like this girl, to get what they want. And what they want is to completely obliterate things, to completely turn what we know about this world upside down.
That's definitely not what they told us. They told us that they were trying to save the city, man. That this little girl was supposed to destroy it, and that if we got her out, that would help us make sure that she didn't wake up, that the city would stay safe, that we'd be heroes.
Yeah, they pulled the whole two truths and a lie with you.
God damn. So then what? Why don't we just bring this little girl back then? Just give her back to the parents.
Because that was one of the truths they said.
Because
Oh.
that won't change what's already been put in motion. The dreams and stuff you're having, I don't doubt that's being caused by the little girl. I believe that part is true, but the fact of the matter is, whatever the things her parents are doing, that's not gonna stop. So right now, we need to address what's already happening, and this thing about keeping her asleep, about stopping what's happening with her, I can do that. I won't keep her asleep, but I can stop what is happening.
Sylvia looks at you. Do it. You do it. I'm going to go help your friend over there by the motorcycle who looks like they might be getting overrun.
Good. She needs it.
And she opens the door before cocking the shotgun real quick and taking aim.
The story has like had to venture beyond the Greek titans and gods of sleep and death, and is like now mixing in Baku and some gay men,
Nice.
and various other stories of sleep beings from around the world.
Lola, you were going to say something?
No, I just don't know if she knows how to use the gun well enough. I want to try to help so she doesn't like shoot her face off or something.
Okay, how are you going to help?
I am. Is she going out there to the crowd?
Yeah, she's starting to walk over by where the other two are. You see that she's actually got a shotgun belt on, so it's got a dump pouch as well as extra bullets.
Okay, and how far away are we from where Sarah is? Like, how far away is the building from her?
30 to 40 feet. It's like, from the room to the street where everybody is, it's a fairly large distance. Actually, it's probably more than 40 feet. This is probably about 100.
Okay. I want to try to stop Sarah. I'm not Sarah. Stop. I'm mixing names up. Too many S names.
Sylvia.
I'm trying to stop Sylvia and say we need to. I'm going to help you. Don't just beat them off of me, and we'll grab her, bring her back to the building, and I'm going to turn my necklace into like a big club and offer it over for Sylvia to beat people off.
Okay.
Like
Nice.
I don't.
Yeah. No, I saw where you were going with that. I mean, I could just shoot them. That works too.
I don't want to
Aim for the legs. They're biosensors at the end of the day.
I have non-lethals.
I don't trust
Rock
her
salt.
with the gun. Okay.
She looks at you. She goes, I had to break into a gun store for the ammo.
Yeah.
This is my shotgun.
Why did you pick that one? Okay, yeah, just keep them off.
I'm a tournament shooter.
I just look over at Hector.
What?
Did she teach you anything about gun safety when you guys joined up?
No.
Of course she did.
Okay, we can discuss this later. Let's go rescue her.
She starts unloading the shells out of her gun and starts pulling the non-lethal rounds, and just starts, one by one taking shots.
There's a couple of screams for the first few from Sarah, and she tries to keep the story going, but I'm guessing that eventually the sound of shotguns drown her out.
Yeah.
Quick glance around to see what her options are. It looks like running towards the group is the option. She runs.
Lola will kind of try to just lead you back to the building as quickly as we can go.
Thank you, I guess. I still had some ideas of what to weave into the story, though.
Get inside and talk about it later. Let's go.
Get inside. Do you have a tissue for my mouth? It appears to be bleeding.
Lola sighs, reaches into her purse, and yes, she has one of those little packs of tissues.
Thank you. That'll be helpful. I really must take this dress to the cleaners.
I'll take care of it. Here's a little ice thing. Let's get inside the room.
Right, as I'm going inside. Wait, do I know you?
Yeah, you signed my books for me. I'm Lola Prescott.
Yeah, Johnny's wife that showed up at all the conventions.
Yeah, that's me. I'm a huge fan. I just want to make sure that you're safe before we talk.
Yes, of course. Follow you in.
I take it this is Sarah. Nice to meet you finally face to face.
You must be Amit, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Named after the crocodile lion thing.
Yes. Ahmed never canonically took that much of a look into the history of his own name.
Which is funny given his rift.
And I'm Lola. I am a huge fan of yours. You've signed all of your books that I have.
Yes, I'm remembering now, because we used to come to all the conventions, and then I'd see you around the social scene on Johnny's arm.
Yes. Yeah.
She stops as you see her. She finally remembers who Johnny is, and she takes a step back.
He tragically passed away.
Did he?
Yeah, a terrible accident. I'm just really broken up about it. So, and then we'll change something really quickly.
You probably see a moment of collecting herself as she's still in scared mode, and then she goes into survival mode. Oh, that's so hard, dear. You must have been surely just a wreck.
Yeah, total wreck. We should be taking care of this issue right now. I'm not worried about, dead husbands or anything.
Don't worry, she has a great support network.
Yeah, I was actually on my way to a date tonight, and this kind of interrupted it.
Well, let us get you back to your date. Yes, certainly. We must be moving on.
He's gonna be stuck.
You had a date tonight?
Yeah, Tabitha.
You didn't book me for babysitting, so who's watching the kids?
I thought you were busy. Sorry.
It's fine. But
I mean,
seriously, who's watching the kids? Is it Tabitha or Coda?
No, I had another sitter.
Ah, okay.
It's one of the guards. I really thought you were busy tonight, so I just asked one of the guards to watch the kids.
Look, it's fine. I was in fact busy tonight. Then this happened.
I'll pay you double next time.
We all seem to be quite busy tonight.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What were you? I'm sorry to take you out of whatever you were doing. But this is getting taken care of, and thank you for your help.
I'm pretty sure the horde of hoi polloi is what took me out of the party. They began climbing the sides of the building. Can you believe it? But I'm here now. There was some comment that you knew what had caused this riot.
Yeah. So from what we understand, Kid is the child of the lead singers of Arkham, who are apparently trying to cause the apocalypse. Car accident, put her in a coma. Parents want to wake her up. If they wake her up before she gets sealed, world ends because Cthulhu. How does somebody become okay? Moving right along. Gonna deal with that later.
As you're explaining this, you kind of point back to Agatha, and you see that Renee is currently working on sealing.
And how that looks is like just a very focused in, and how in her little bubble world right now, she's focused in on the mist and how it's swirling and moving around Agatha and the sewing needles. She is very methodically picking and poking places on her, mostly around her head and on her body, almost like you would in an acupuncture press acupoints, to diffuse and sever those points and ties.
Right. So yeah, that's all happening. I'm fairly sure there is some issues going on of whatever they're connected to, kind of going a bit haywire. Because I don't think anybody sane wants to end the world.
Hurt people, I suppose.
I stand by my statement.
Do we know who caused the accident? The car accident?
Are you asking the group or are you asking me?
In a group.
I mean, that makes me want Sarah to roll at least with implacable memory to see if I heard anything about a car accident, but that's a long shot.
If you want, you guys can actually run an investigate or roll an investigate for me. You have phones, you can do some research online.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? I do not have anything that directly add into this investigation, so I'm rolling flat. And I just barely got a 7.
Yeah, I think all I can add is just for the story mill and implacable memory.
Okay.
Hindsight, I probably could have add knows everybody, but I'm just going to stick with the 7.
Although I will get more attention by applying escapism as well. So +1.
Yeah.
Would I be able to well, I guess I don't have a way to figure out criminal records or anything to see if there was a charge.
You do have, informants with your previous organization. You still have allies there.
Okay.
They can get you that information. Best way would probably be to burn a tag for that. Let me see which one would be good for you.
8 total for me.
8. All right, 7 and 8. Actually, burn if you want. You can use criminal activities, entourage of goons, and leader of the mafia. If you decided to roll, otherwise, if you burn entourage of goons, I'll give it to you.
Okay, I'll burn that one. I'll burn entourage of goons. Find my mouse. I keep losing my mouse. I lost it like 10 times tonight. Okay, I burned it.
Okay. You call up, you call up a corrupt cop that's on the payroll for the Thorns, and he gets you some information. Before I start with yours, I'm actually going to start with theirs. You guys find online that it was a drunk driver that had caused the accident. It was a head-on collision. Um, it was Agatha and her grandparents had been in the car during the accident. Grandparents didn't make it. However, Agatha was left in a coma.
Hmm.
Lola, from your perspective, you see that the man who had caused this accident is still alive, still in custody, and was found to have he had an old military uniform with the silver hand logo on one shoulder.
Of course he did.
They currently have no idea where he is. It says that he's in lockup, but there's no specific location.
Right.
So, of course, I'm revealing all of that to our group. So this sounds like the Silver Hand set this up.
Oh, yeah, they definitely did.
And
Congratulations, Hector. You almost handed a nuke off to a religious fanatic cult. How does that make you feel?
Honestly, it makes me feel like shit. I had no idea what the hell was going on, man. I haven't slept in 2 fucking weeks, and these guys are telling me I could be a hero and they'd fucking make everything go away. Obviously, I'm taking that.
Hector, never trust anybody right away, especially if
I
you
don't
don't.
even trust you guys.
That's fair.
Good.
Like, what the hell is she doing to that little girl? Is she just poking her with needles or what?
Yeah.
This isn't acupuncture.
Hmm. Look, it's actually probably for the best that you don't fully understand what's going on here.
I mean, I already don't fully understand what the hell's going on, so I think that's par for the damn course.
Right. I'm telling you right now, in this particular situation, especially seeing that we're dealing with Lovecraft shit, ignorance is bliss.
That probably explains Lovecraft.
He looks at you and says, Lovecraft? Like, the writer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might explain why I keep seeing a guy in a yellow robe.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Here's your gun back. I'm gonna just repeating nope in his head, just walking right out that door.
Hector, how about you? Are you up to just writing down what happened for us, so we have a clear story of it?
Sarah's actually just gonna pull out an empty journal and a pen and just
He looks at you guys and says, I have it already written down. You guys want to read it?
Yes, that would be lovely. Could you
I'm
get
gonna
that?
turn right back around. Don't you dare!
Is it a play?
Kind of. Like, it's written from that perspective. It's really weird because it's this fucking nightmare of a dream that I've been having for actually
Carcosa.
yeah, that's one of the themes that came up. I don't even know where the hell that name came from.
Around Lake Holly on Aldebaran.
Yeah. And he pulls out this black leather notebook and sets it on the bed. Hang
Sarah
on,
will reach out, grab it, and pocket it.
I mean, those dreams have been going on for a while, man. But the nightmares haven't started until like 2 weeks ago.
How long have those dreams been going on?
Which ones? The nightmares or the
Carcosa.
couple months? Those weren't all that bad, but it's nothing like what I was getting from
What happened
her.
before those dreams started a couple of months ago?
Not really anything. I mean, look, I'm a tailor, right? I don't live a flashy life. I make pachucos.
I think Sarah would like to look through the mists,
Okay.
which is hilarious because she's touched, so she's only adding 1. 7.
You see that he's not quite a sleeper, but he's definitely not a rift. There is a figure in yellow that looms over him.
And now you see why Ahmed just decided, nope, not dealing with it, and left.
You
Hey,
are
Ahmed-
taking.
Good, sorry.
You're taking a tier 2 paranoid.
You have 2 tier 2 statuses.
Hello,
Yeah.
just asking questions. I'm sorry.
Backing up, like going towards Lola probably, and then sort of you know about this God stuff, right?
A bit.
He's got something over him.
Okay. Hector, can you guard the door, please? Make sure I keep guarding the door.
Yeah. Hang on. And he goes into the closet and pulls out his jacket. You guys now notice that he's wearing a yellow pachuco, a yellow and black pinstripe pachuco. Sorry, I'm a little cold.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's a cool room. Yeah, just stay by the door, please, and we will stay over here and discuss what we're going to do next to take care of the situation. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got it.
You're being a big help. Thank you, because we couldn't all do this. You know, we couldn't do this without you.
As soon as he's like out of earshot, I don't think he's like her, and points at Penny, but he's not normal either.
Yeah. I don't really want to do this, but is anything seem odd about Sylvia?
Roll beyond the mess, please.
I'm scared too.
Hey, you probably have more than 1 mythos, so
So that's a 6 plus. Let me see. Do I?
It's plus mythos.
I don't have that.
it's
It's
how
the
many
number of-
mythos do you have? Sorry.
Yeah, it's the number of mythos theme books you have.
I don't.
Yeah, you have 1. Or sorry, you have 2. You have subversion and relic.
Okay.
So plus 2.
So what was my number again? 8. 6 plus 2 is 8.
Okay. You look over at Sylvia and you don't see much of anything coming off of her, other than her eyes, which are brown, start to sort of flare back and forth between brown and green.
Sylvia, have you been having weird dreams too?
A little bit. I mean, aside from the nightmares, I always took that as, the spicy foods and fucking weird, crazy shit. I don't know. There's a podcast I listen to.
What
What pod-
podcast?
Hey, Shock, what's the name of your game?
Speakeasy conspiracies.
No, not Speakeasy. The other one that you did that was Magnus like.
Noctis Archive.
Yeah. So the Noctis Archive.
And you're what tell me about you. Are you a tailor too?
No, I work in IT.
And so you just work in IT and listen to podcasts?
Yeah, I swear I thought that a lot of my weird dreams is coming from that. I keep saying Egypt.
does the name Nyarlathotep or a wide array of racist epithets mean anything to you?
Yeah, actually.
This turn to Lola. Just kind of turn my back on her. Excuse me. Penny said that it could be anything. It didn't have to be anything specific. It seems statistically unlikely for 3 of Lovecraftian's deities, of the great old ones, to have come together in this room. Doesn't it?
Wait. Sylvia looks at you guys, says, "Wait, who did you say the father was? The parents?" For the little girl. What
Yeah.
was her parents' name?
It was
They're in a band.
Yeah,
They're-
what's the band
Yes.
called?
Arkham.
Arkham.
Just-
I went to go
City.
see,
Go
no,
ahead,
I went to go see Arkham like 3 or 4 months ago.
Was that
Like,
when
I-
you started?
Yeah. I literally like I got after party tickets to go hang out with the band.
What happened at the after party? I mean, just give me the PG version.
We all got drunk, we partied. It's a party. Like, you get drunk, you party with rock stars. What else are you supposed to do?
I'd like to hear the non-PG version at some point, just so you know, Sylvia.
I mean that was the sort of non-PG version. Nothing really happened aside from getting drunk and hanging out with a couple of metalheads. Hector, on the other hand, says, "Yeah, I went to an Arkham thing too. I may or may not have done some blow with the drummer."
I think we're starting to see something.
How does it look like Renee is doing over there with the ceiling?
So as you guys are having this conversation, Renee is doing her damnedest to do the seal. Unfortunately, even at her best work right now, it's still not going to be enough to completely seal her, but it's temporary. It's enough to keep her from waking up and causing the apocalypse. You'll need to find a more permanent solution by either getting more gatekeepers to help seal her or some other methods.
Is the horde still outside?
They are currently being dealt with,
Okay.
mostly because most of their kneecaps were shot.
With a sigh of frustration, she'll relay that I wasn't able to completely seal her. I've got a temporary fix. Unless we can find a permanent solution, or I can get another sealer here. This is as good as we're going to get. And unfortunately, I've tried to reach out to the teams that went into dealing with the stadium mobs, and my overseer. I'm not getting a response. I can't tell why. I don't know why I'm not getting a response.
Where are the parents right now? Are they still at the concert hall?
I would guess. I don't know.
Renee, you get a buzz from your newspaper.
Bzzz. Hello, my news. I take out my newspaper.
You notice that there's updates. Apparently, the SEAL team that was sent in has not responded because the majority of them are dead.
Does it say how or why?
There's a few self-inflicted, but it's all either from like deep sorrow or madness.
I told you I was gonna be lit, Alan. I told you I was gonna be lit.
Your phone rings.
Who was calling me?
It's Minerva.
I was starting to wonder if I was going to find a report about you too.
I barely made it out alive.
What's going on?
We were ambushed. We walked in and immediate gunfire from the rear. We don't know where the hell it came from. Most of the team made it inside, and then we were basically interrupted by the band. Half the men either shot themselves or screamed themselves to death.
A combination of the band, and you were probably flanked by a platoon from the Silver Hand. This is their move. I'm here with a couple that took the child of the two leads from the Arkham band.
Oh, Christ.
She is a rift of Cthulhu.
Oh, that's what we need. Any chance that you sealed her?
I've got a temporary hold on her. I wasn't able to seal her completely.
All right. Keep working at it. I'll try and get the seamstress down there as soon as possible.
Right. What are we going to do about the stadium? We can't continue to let that run rampant.
Well, at the precise moment I am unable to actually get out of here, between a bullet wound to the leg and me trying to hide within a stadium full of psychotic riffs, it's a little bit difficult. Your best bet is to either come and do this yourself, or try and get a hold of command to send more teams. Tell them to be aware.
I'll do what I can. Stay safe.
You as well.
I suppose that's the end of that conversation.
Yeah, she immediately hangs up.
And I guess she's going to contact the seamstress, and I'm going to contact command.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Penny and Meg are both lit. I called it. I knew it. But yeah, gonna.
I don't know what the.
Oh God. I apologize to Twitch for that moment of I accidentally clicked play on that YouTube video. So I'm gonna put a call into command and see what we can do about getting some more teams down there and relay what we can about the situation.
You immediately get a hold of the director.
Yay, Director Zhang. My favorite person right now.
What's your status? Hoping it's better than the rest of the SEAL team that we sent in. We hadn't heard back from them yet.
That would be because that SEAL team is dead or dying. They were ambushed in the stadium.
Silverhand.
Yes.
God damn it. What's your situation?
I'm currently with a group dealing with a couple who abducted the child of the two Arkham parents that are behind what's going on at the stadium. The child's a Rift of Cthulhu that I attempted to seal. I've got a temporary hold on her. The worry is that if she wakes up, it will cause a complete disaster.
Yeah, we were afraid of that. Fuck. All right. Listen, I can get Sharp down there with a couple other units. If you guys want to load up into the APC, we can, move you around town a little more freely, but you should probably not be in a hotel.
No, there are 20 or 30 fanatics surrounding the hotel right now. We're holding them off as best we can.
Copy that. I think I have a play. Okay. I'm going to send Sharp down your way. Should be there 10 minutes tops. Just stay safe.
Any inclination on what this play is?
We can finish sealing the girl. Sharp is one of our best menders. Not saying that you're not good. You're fantastic. Can't really spare anybody else. But Sharp and her team can get you all the way over to the football field. If we seal her before we give her back to the parents, this should end this.
All right.
And you'll have an armored escort the entire way through.
I'll trust you on this, Director.
I'm glad somebody does.
I suppose that's the end of that phone conversation.
Yeah.
She hangs up the phone and just kind of mutters under her breath, "Don't make me regret it." She's not happy with the director right now.
I mean, I don't blame her.
It's all personal.
I think that's probably a good place to end tonight's episode. Yeah. So why don't we go ahead and start doing some outros? I know usually I end on cliffhangers, but I think that's a good place to end tonight. Let's start outros going from the bottom, starting with Meg.
Hello, everybody. I am Meg and/or Meg Mysteria. You can find me as such on Twitch, on Twitter, on Itch. I'm also on Blue Sky. You can find me there. As far as what I've got coming up, you can find me on right here on Singularity Roleplay on the 21st, and then again on the 28th for Heart of Darkness, our cinematic adventure for the Alien RPG. If you like sci-fi, if you like Alien, you can find me in my element running. Well, Shock is one of my players, so I get to continue to torment him with shenanigans. He signed up of his own volition. Janie is there too, I believe, so she gets to continue to experience that torture. Yeah, there's that. But then we circle back into November for there will be the second Tuesday will be Gay Camp. That is definitely not a slasher game. It's supposed to be a slasher game, but it's really just Gay Camp. And of course, last transmission over on Neon Lights Roleplay, and then By His Shadowed Peace, also on Neon Lights Roleplay, and then we'll roll back around, right back around here to Breaking Neon. That is it for me, I believe. So I guess we'll. Where do we want to send it? Do we want to send it to Janie? We'll go reverse order?
Yeah. Reverse order.
Okay, I guess it's my turn, and I am so terrible at this part. I'm here. I play this game, and I'm playing another game and the other games, and I
I mean,
exist.
You have games that you run, like Autumn.
Yes, right now Autumn is running, and there's going to be an episode coming up with that at some point. And I hate when I'm this awkward. And I'm in games on other channels too, like Neon Lights and this channel. And you can find me on Blue Sky and Twitter, and I haven't streamed on Twitch in forever, but I on here, Janie Potts or Janie Potts 7575. And I am going to send it to Shock because we're going in reverse.
hmm So yes, I am Sharkbone Fury. I've been playing Ahmed Moreno this evening. So if you want more of me, you can catch me right here on Twitch, where I stream on my own channel every Monday and Wednesday, Sharkbone Failure. However, I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick heads up. This particular Wednesday, I am taking a bit of a break. I need the extra time to do extra cooking because of the day that follows after that. And Meg, you're free to come if you can make it down here. I'm not going to stop you.
Hell
I'll be there.
yes.
I
Janie,
misheard you. I thought you said you needed to do extra cocaine, not extra cooking.
the amount of cooking I'm going to need to do, I might need to do the other one as well.
Okay, just making sure I heard you right.
Yeah, I thought I heard something else too.
No. Cooking. But moving right along. Like I was saying, no stream this Wednesday because, Thanksgiving's the next day and I need the extra time to prep for that monstrosity of a meal. As well as the entire following weekend because my family does not stop on one day. All right. Other than that, yes, I will be joining in Heart of Darkness with Meg on the 21st and the 28th. So that's going to be fun. And then we're rolling right into December. Unfortunately, there will not be a session of Speakeasy Conspiracy the first Saturday this month because, prior engagements. But let's see what else is going to happen. When is the next scheduled episode for Site 117G, my guy?
We need to work that out. I
Mhm.
am hoping. I'm actually probably right after this going to post a when can we for this so that we can try and get that ball rolling. It's got to be sometime in the next couple of weeks. I'm imagining.
All right. And I'm going to assume King's Gambit is is just going to be the next normal session on the.
Well, that's another
That's another one
King.
up
Yeah,
in the
because
air.
that's going to be New Year's Eve. So if everybody wants to do New Year's Eve, we can.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we may just want to do it like the Thursday or Friday or some like maybe the what is it, the 17th. That's another one that's like because of the holidays, everything's gotten weird.
Okay,
Yeah.
so my December is going to be all kinds of jacked. It looks like.
I think everybody says.
You see, I solved that by just saying I'm in games at times.
See now, Janie's got the big brain.
All right, so yes, I will eventually have some sort of schedule at some point for December. Is just not today. But you can find me on Twitch, like I already said, Twitter at Shockpoint622, and Blue Sky at Shockpoint Failure. So keep a track of me on all of that. As I usually say, I do have a game over on itch.io, as our lovely GM here referenced, Noctis Archive. It's a lovely little thing. It is due for a rewrite, however. Expanded a few things, a bit more lore, a bit more mechanics. Now that I'm free of the restrictions of the game jam, that should be up by the end of December. And then I do have another project in the pipeline that should be available to be seen also on itch under my name, Sharkpoint Failure, by the end of the first quarter of 2024. So keep an eye out for that. That being said, I believe that wraps it up for me. So I'm going to pass it on over to our newcomer for this evening.
I forgot that I muted myself because I was eating Cheetos. Thank you for reminding me, Meg. I'm the newcomer for the evening. I got a bunch of different names. One of them is Darcy Marie. I use Bimbo's pronouns. I'm an aspiring TTRPG personality. I got the TTRPG, I got the personality, just trying to put them together. You can find me on all of the social networks, all of the everywhere. On if you go to Linktree, linktr.ee/queer mythopoeia, QUEERMYTHOPOEIA, because I'm the kind of Tolkien nerd that likes really long, complicated words that he made up. You can find all my stuff there. My next game stream, you can talk. I promise I can talk. My next stream is going to be on December 10th over on Girls Run These Worlds, playing a game of Dialect for their holiday one-shots. I'm super excited. I've wanted to be on Girls Run These Worlds for a couple of years now. And then the day after that, I come back to Singularity for Janie's game, Autumn, playing your local trans homeless piece of shit, Moss. And then I have some stuff at the end of the month. I'm also a professional game master, so if you want to hire me, please let me know. I have got one game posted up on Start Playing Games, which you can click that link to go to. I also have a kink culture centering Mage the Awakening game that I'm running off of Start Playing. If you want to get in touch with me about joining that, there are seats available. And I think the last thing I want to point out is that tomorrow is the Transgender Day of Remembrance, where we remember all of my trans brethren, sistren, brethren, trans brethren, sistren, bothrin, otherin, and netherin who were killed in hate over the past year. The list of names from the U.S. has doubled this year thanks to improved reporting, and to about 100 something. And internationally, the number of known transgender people killed by hate is approaching 500. It's 400 something. So yeah, please look up where you can remember that tomorrow, and or just look up the names and eulogies and stories and read them over, because we deserve to be remembered. And that's where I will finish.
Very nice. My name is Alan, the All Seeing Eye. I am a professional game master as well, also on StartPlaying.games. It's been a minute since I've had a game up, as I've kind of switched over to focus more on the streams. Speaking of, you'll see me back here for, let's see here, Camp Runners Cross, hopefully the final episode for Site 117G. As soon as we get the scheduling down for it, we'll get 117G back. We'll also get King's Gambit back, hopefully, for next month. Otherwise, that may be on hiatus until the beginning of the new year. Outside of that, any of the games from Breaking Neon, including this one, which will be getting further into the development of starting in next week, are on the drive-through RPG City of Mist Garage. So a lot of great community content there. You can find all of my games there and more. Please check out the other Garage writers. They have fantastic work. And I think that's going to be it from me.